Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So let's take a team of the new Transcendent Lancelot through Avalon. And I didn't intend for this to be the kind of official review of Lancelot. I have another video planned for that. But I'll be talking about him anyway, since there's a bunch of him here. And yeah, I was very much looking forward to this Transcendent form. I really like the Ascension form already. I think he's very underrated. And the Transcendent form was just upgraded in almost every way. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about him then. But his stats were already high, but they went even higher. He now has about 25,000 hit points, so he's definitely a tank status. And then as you can see, my total HP, it is well over 100,000. There are a couple things going on. One of my Lancelot has the class Kin Vigor, so that means all paladins get an extra 2,000 or so HP, and all 4 of my guys are paladins, so that's a lot of extra there. And then I use the metal item to give me 10,000 extra HP, so that's why my HP total is so high. And actually with the HP total this high, I think it's much less likely to lose during this quest. And then the only things that are going to take you down are going to be the one-hit KOs, like these galaxies have, if they reach their 0 count. But anyway, attack is also good for Lancelot. With the gauge, it's like 28,000. Not great, but respectable. And then speed is surprisingly 400. That is pretty darn good for a balance type. So yeah, as far as stats, very good. And better overall than his X version as well. And then the bump combo, he picks up 2 really good bump combos. One is the Spark Bullet, which is the same as Ryoma. So lots and lots of hits there. And just like a strong homing, the more that you use of it at once, kind of the more effective it is. So we're going to see many times during this quest where having 3 Spark Bullets is very useful, very powerful. And then his sub-bump combo is the, it's the big homing Piercer 8. That does the magical number of damage, the 3345. That's the same as Alice's main bump combo, that's the same as Tiny Transcendence, Ibaraki Dolji, Takida Shingen, all those guys. So yeah, 2 very strong bump combos that work really well when you use them in multiples. And then the strike shot is kind of the most interesting thing. He has the becomes a pure strike shot, and then the regular or the second tier is 20 turn, and that gives him a speed and power up, and that can do like a good 2 million damage if you're going back and forth through the boss's weak point. But the first tier is a 4 turn version. Which is pretty crazy. I don't think he gets any multiplier to his speed and attack, but he can become a Pierce every turn after he charges it up once. And so that means he can be really good for quests with magic circles. Anytime you use a strike shot, then you're immune to magic circles, and then being able to use that every turn means that he will be immune every turn, so that's very crazy. And additionally, he also picks up null block during using that strike shot. So you can really think of him as having a quadruple null ability. It's got null warp, null damage wall normally. And then with his strike shot, he picks up null magic circle and null block, essentially, while becoming a Pierce. So yeah, lots of utility with this guy. Very good stats and strong bump combos. I can't imagine what more you would want to give him. But yeah, anyway, I was looking forward to getting him in particular, because I thought he would be great for Avalon. And then, yeah, Avalon is a very difficult quest. And he was actually one of my top choices for the quest before, even, because he is a paladin, and then the able berries that he can get can enhance Yamato Takeru, which is my max luck of choice here. Okay, so we're progressing along pretty well. Alright, here's the first mini-boss stage. As always, we want to pinch in between these guys. so that they will not do the one-hit KO. And if we can, we want to move our guys up to the top half of the screen, since a bunch of lasers will come out the lower half of the screen. But yeah, the bump combos with this team is so strong. I can kind of rely on it to you know, do the main damage to the boss. And I don't need to worry so much about direct hits in the boss's weak point, for example. Okay, I'm going to do a shallow angle up in order to move my other Lancelot out of the range of the lasers down there. Alright, we're just going to rely on bump combos here. Pretty crazy, 1.3 million. Alrighty, and yeah, I have a little over 10,000 HP. So if I didn't have the Ableberry and then that metal item, I might be dead right now. Okay, and this is, I believe, the last stage before the boss. And I usually like to pinch below the bottom Avalon there and take that out first. Because there is a chance that when the real Avalon comes in from the side, he will or she will come in as one of the pair on top, and then I can pinch in between the pair and then do good damage against the main. But there we saw it come down to the bottom. So now we can pinch in between these top two guys, get rid of them, and then hopefully pinch under the bottom one, and then do good damage there. Okay, irregular bound, unfortunately. Alright, again, I'm going to rely on bump combos. Let's see how much damage we can do here. Okay, so we got rid of the two images, and then just the main is left. And then from here too, I'm just going to rely on bump combos. Whoops. I didn't want to take that boot. That put me a little bit too high. If possible, I'd like to start out in the lower half of the screen for the next stage. Okay, but again with the bump combos, pretty good. And pretty good. Again, a little bit too high, but oh well. Okay, first boss stage. We want to take down all of the little guys down there first. So we'll pinch in there. And then here, the first turn, Avalon is going to use defense up on itself. So we want to take the first few turns to get rid of the little guys, since whatever damage we do will not really damage Avalon. Okay, we'll try to pinch here with 1P Lancelot. Very good. And then with this Lancelot, we'll just again try to just move towards the bottom of the screen. Okay, pretty good. Alright, Avalon still has the defense up. Oh, there it goes. But we still need to take down these two Michelangelos. They will heal the boss, so we definitely want to take them down first. Okay, and the bump combos were very useful there. And then here I'm just going to rely entirely on bump combos in order to take down the boss. Okay, pretty good. And same thing here. so there is a Lancelot's 400 speed coming into play. I was able to get all the way across the screen, even though I was hitting Avalon a few times. Okay, we'll keep bump comboing here too. And if I can, I would like my positioning to be towards the top of the screen. That will help me out for the next stage. Okay, so I'll try to move my guys up and then also pick up the sword. That will improve both the direct attack and then also his bump combo damage. Alright, and positioning is decent here. Okay, with Yamato Takeru, we'll do a real shallow angle and get in between these drones. If you're too close to one of these pinching areas, you can get rid of the 45-degree angle and instead do a very shallow angle. And then that can work too. Alright, here I'm hoping I do not hit that biker guy. I did not, so I was able to get in there. Okay, and then Avalon still has the defense up, so no real point in attacking her yet. We're just going to wait for the next turn so that the two biker guys come out. Alright, here they come, and then we'll try to pinch in between them with Lancelot here. Okay, that works. I think the bump combos helped us out there, so... Okay, and then it will just be about bump combos again here. And then as for positioning for the next stage, if you kind of split up your guys, I find that that's best. If you can get a guy in each of the four corners or around there, that sets you up pretty well for the last stage. Alright, so there, another 1.3 million damage. Very, very cool. And then here I'm going to go for kind of a crazy angle so that I can pick up the heart. And also set up bump combos. I'm kind of putting my positioning on the next stage, giving it up to chance. But that ended up being okay, actually. Okay, so last boss stage. Easily the most difficult stage, I would say, of this mission. I like to go after the pair of galaxies up there. I like to pinch in between them and the drones, since they have the White Blast countdown. I missed it with the first Lancelot, so we'll bounce off the wall and do that with Yamato Takeru there. And that was a big relief to get that. And in case you're wondering, using Pierce strike shots in order to take down the galaxies doesn't really work. You can really only do it with pinching. Okay, but now that they're gone, again, we can go after the Donatellos down there. Okay, very good. And I was debating whether or not to use the strike shot up and down here, but I decided to play it safe and then kind of just improve Lancelot's positioning there. Okay, and then here with Yamato Takeru, we'll pinch in between the wall and then the Donatello. So that was good. And then we're going to try to pinch under the Region and the wall there. Alright, couldn't make it stick, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the next Lancelot strike shot in order to take him down. Okay, that is fine. Okay, so now it's just me and Avalon. The plan is to use strike shots, do a lot of damage, get out as many bump combos as I can every turn, and then basically stay away from the triple laser, which is coming out next turn, which will be in Avalon's bottom half. So we'll do kind of a conservative angle here. We will hit the weak point a couple times, we'll hit one of the bump combos, and then hopefully end up where the triple laser does not come out. Okay, so that turned out okay. Maybe I could have done shallower and gotten more hits on the boss, but whatever. Alright, so here I see that the Avalon's counter is at 3, which means this Yamato Take is not going to get another chance to use this strike shot. So we'll just go ahead and use it here, get our bump combos. Again, I could have done a shallower angle to get more hits on the boss, but it seemed to work out. Okay, here we're going to concentrate on direct hits. Again, should have gone for a shallower angle. But anyway, this last turn we will just rely on bump combos and take down the boss. Okay, so that was Lancelot. Super happy about this guy. And yeah, although there is no more real point in trying to go after the max luck of Avalon, I'm still going to go for it. And with this run, I think I got her up to 20, so we're looking okay. Alrighty, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.